Good morning and welcome to 343 News. I'm your host, Kaylin McNamara. A storm in the Northeast left nearly 1.5 million homes and businesses across the region in the dark on Monday, after gusts topping 80 miles per hour caused widespread power outages. Over 800,000 customers remained without power Tuesday morning. In New Hampshire, a house was swept away by rushing waters. Sailboats crashed onto a beach in Massachusetts, along with thousands of trees being toppled. By Tuesday, under sunny skies, the extent of the damage came into focus. In Maine, the nation's most heavily wooded state, fallen trees were tangled in power lines. Fences, vehicles, and houses were smashed by falling trees and limbs. A spokesperson for Central Maine Power, John Carroll, described his commute to work Monday morning, saying, "Trees were falling all around me. I could hear them crashing down. It was terrifying. It was wild." The storm packed winds gusting to 93 miles per hour on Cape Cod, Massachusetts, 78 miles per hour in New Hampshire, and 69 miles per hour in Portland, Maine. Luckily, there were no serious injuries reported, and utility crews are working hard to get power up and running as soon as they can. We have an update on the story involving a viral video featuring a nurse being manhandled and arrested by a detective. Detective Payne is seen in the footage pressuring Ohio nurse Alex Wubble for a blood sample from a car crash victim. Wubble stated multiple times in a clear, calm fashion that taking blood from that patient was illegal. Blood could only be drawn if the patient was under arrest or they had a warrant to do so, neither of which applied to this case. Detective Payne, clearly frustrated with Nurse Wubble, found it necessary to manhandle her, physically dragging her out of the hospital against her will and placing her under arrest. Wubble was detained for 20 minutes inside the police car before being released. We caught up with a local nurse to discuss her professional opinion.
Okay. I don't know. I have no idea why he's blaming me. I'm just representing.
Why are you blaming the messenger, sir?
She's the one that has told me no.
Yeah, but sir, you're making a huge mistake right now.
Okay.
Like you're making a huge mistake because you're threatening a nurse.
Okay. No, we're done. We're done. You're under arrest. We're going. We're done.
Sir,
I said we're done. I said we're done.
It was such horror to see a woman doing such a good job as a nurse, following policy and protocol. She was very professional. She had good attitude, and to see her being assaulted by that detective, physically being picked up and carried out while she was screaming to stop, was just appalling. The nurse was correct because she was doing everything that her boss told her to do.
Some patients suspected to be under the influence. Okay, this is something that you guys agreed to with this hospital. The three things that allow us to do that are if you have an electronic warrant, patient consent, or patient under arrest, and neither of those things. The patient can't consent. He's told me repeatedly that he doesn't have a warrant, and the patient is not under arrest.
She even had him listening to the phone message that she was, while she was talking to her boss, and he heard her talking to her authority and doing exactly what she was supposed to do to follow policy and procedure. Yet he still wouldn't take that for an answer.
No, we're done. We're done. You're under arrest. We're going. We're done.
Since this viral video has taken place, many actions have ensued. Salt Lake City Police has apologized to Nurse Wubble, and she has accepted the apology, but made it clear that she hopes the video prevents this from ever happening again. Detective Payne was also placed on administrative leave from his detective duties and was terminated from his part-time job as a paramedic. Some have found the punishments appropriate, while others have made it clear that they do not find the repercussions harsh enough. A man was killed in a shooting incident near downtown Lynchburg early Sunday at around 3:47 a.m. Officers responded to 1823 Main Street for multiple calls of shots fired. When officers arrived on the scene, they spoke to witnesses who advised them that some type of altercation had taken place and someone began firing a handgun in the direction of the victim who was identified as 22-year-old Omar Tarek Thompson of Lynchburg. After being shot, Thompson was transported to the hospital by vehicle with apparent gunshot wounds. Thompson was pronounced dead at Lynchburg General Hospital. A Central Virginia area resident, Rick Carter, said he was at the party early Sunday at 1823 Main Street looking for a friend. He said a fight broke out and partygoers forced the 5 or 6 people involved in the altercation outside. Carter heard quick bursts of gunfire, about 20 shots in total. The incident remains under investigation by the Lynchburg Police Department's Criminal Investigation Division. Anyone with information regarding the incident is asked to contact Detective H. Bloomquist. That's all we have time for today. Thanks for watching Digi 343 News. I'm Kaylin McNamara, signing off.